With regard to Ethereum, I think Ethereum's a security. I think it's pretty obvious it's a security.
Was to analyze Ripple against the well-known Howey test, which is the Supreme Court's determination of what is a security, and based upon a legal analysis, concluded that it's not. Now,
if issued on a platform using distributed ledger technology, or DLT, wholesale Cbdc can incorporate new technical capabilities.
So there really is a mind-blowing amount of wealth, essentially, that could basically be flowing through these networks that we can't even comprehend because of that debt question of being able to issue more and more and more value.
We're in the middle of the sort of rebuilding of the financial system, and Ripple is poised to figure out where the interesting things are.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon O'Clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra foolishness. Shout out to the latest sub, Automatic Services in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up, because the future is extra bright. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap right around 924 billion, down about 3.1% in the past 24 hours. We got XRP in the number 7 spot, about 31.5 cents, down about 3.6% in the past 24. We got the Bitcoin market cap dominance, 41%. BTC sitting right under 20K. We got ETH right at 1,000, and we got Stellar XLM in the number 26 spot at about 10 cents, down about 3.3% in the past 24. Ripple says while excitement got ahead of reality on some of these things, the market isn't going away. The opportunity isn't going away, so load up. Big Brad Garland House told Protocol about the potential of crypto. Read more about on what crypto can learn from the .com bust of 2000. XRP's here to stay. Ripple also said it's like going to a back country. You never know what's around the corner, but that's why you're there.
I think the great thing about Ripple is the vision that we have. It's really about changing the future of finance, changing the way that people send value around the world. We talk about it being the third pillar of globalization, and being part of the company that can make that happen is really inspiring for me. My name is Matt Curcio, and I'm the Vice President of Data at Ripple. I think you have to have some level of risk tolerance when you come work at a startup, especially a startup that's trying to change finance. You do have to be ready to face the unknown. You got to be prepared for it, and you got to make sure your team's on the same page. And it's like going to the backcountry. You never know what's around the corner, but that's why you're there.
Enigma Red World says, finally, the first time Ripple is mentioned somewhere. Ripple is one of the 21 finalists in a competition to develop a Cbdc platform. BIS Innovation Hub and Bank in Indonesia announced the 21 finalists of the G20 Tech Sprint Cbdc Challenge. Final winners to be announced in October. Ripple as well as R3 and Stellar are the finalists. And here we have the BIS website, the Innovation Hub and Bank Indonesia announced the finalists of the G20 Tech Sprint Cbdc Challenge. 21 teams have been shortlisted out of the 100 teams worldwide. Competition attracted proposals from a diverse range of competing organizations and teams. Winners to be announced in October ahead of the G20 Summit. All roads lead to the bridge. We got XRP Ripple. We also got Stellar, R3. The Bank of International Settlement also had a live stream. Check out a short clip here.
The metaphor that we use for the future monetary system is that of a tree. Its solid trunk is the central bank providing central bank money. It supports a rich and vibrant ecosystem of services provided by the private sector institutions and arrangements. This metaphor recognizes that the ecosystem is rooted in the settlement of transactions on the central bank's balance sheet. Let me elaborate on the role that CBDCs would play in this vision of the future. Returning to the metaphor of the tree, CBDCs, both wholesale and retail, support branches corresponding to an array of private sector services. Central banks can issue wholesale CBDCs to banks and non-bank payment service providers that can be used to settle transactions between them. If issued on a platform using distributed ledger technology, or DLT, wholesale CBDC can incorporate new technical capabilities, such as programmability, composability, and tokenization. With such new capabilities, wholesale CBDC can support the settlement of payments and transfers in a variety of new ways. In parallel with wholesale CBDC, central banks can issue retail CBDC that are available for use by the general public by creating an open, interoperable platform enabled by application programming interfaces, or APIs. Retail CBDC can serve as a catalyst for dramatic progress in lowering the cost of payments and in enhancing financial inclusion.
Distributed ledger technology, interoperability, sounds a lot like the XRP ledger, BTC who, Ethereum who. John Deaton, June 13, 2018, SEC memo analyzed XRP under the Howey test. It did not recommend enforcement or a cease and desist letter against Ripple. 2 years later, crypto dad Giancarlo performed legal analysis on XRP and concluded it did not satisfy all factors of the Howey test. XRP is a currency.
Just recently, you made some comments about XRP, once known as Ripple, of course, not being, in your view, a security.
Well, first of all, I am not an official, and so I am not speaking in an official capacity. Ultimately, it'll be the courts that will determine this. I am now a practicing lawyer. I'm with the firm of Wilkie Farr and Gallagher. Ripple is a client of the firm. What we did in a scholarly piece in a law review was to analyze Ripple against the well-known Howey test, which is the Supreme Court's determination of what is a security, and based upon a legal analysis, concluded that it's not. Now, you'll note in that piece, it's a legal piece. It's not a advocacy piece. It's not a policy piece. It's a straight legal analysis.
Don't fall for the media trickery. Load up on that standard. For our community, the green agenda is real, and governments across the world have various targets to hit when it comes to reducing greenhouse gases. This is why the future will be built on the efficient systems with a small carbon footprint. Flare's next generation technology brings fast and secure, efficient transactions with low gas fees and a small carbon footprint. Mickey B. Fresh, new updates to Flare, airdrop, and distribution changes to the risk dynamics and upcoming governance proposal. It restructures distribution to remove all exchange risk after initial 15% airdrop. 85% will be distributed over 36 months directly on Flare networks via the FTSO vote power required. Jungle Inc. says potentially buying Flare IOUs may be very lucrative. Buy someone's airdrop, get the remaining 85% for free. Flare currently about 33.5 cents over on Bitrue, Flare IOUs. Hugo says under the governance proposal, the 85% would be distributed through the FTSO only to those that delegate. Hence, if someone sells their token, the buyer can delegate it to receive a share of the distribution. In regards to Ethereum, it's pretty obvious it's a security.
Senator Loomis credits you as being pivotal in the Loomis-Gillibrand Responsible Financial Innovations Act. And based on the language in that bill, Ethereum is seemingly a commodity. What do you think?
I didn't have any input into that. She's too kind to me, but that's not me, right? Unless they referred to some publicly available comments I made. I didn't offer any private comments with regard to that act. With regard to Ethereum, I think Ethereum's a security. I think it's pretty obvious it's a security.
XRPhone official new XRPhone invoice accounting platform integration Xero. We're excited to now have completed the initial integration with Xero invoice accounting platform. XRPhone invoice accounting bridge enables businesses to sync invoices with XRP payments in real time. XRPhone. Go Gala Games. The Betwixt NFT public sale is now live. Mint your very own Betwixt NFT to take a magical journey of self-discovery with evolving generative artwork based on your choices. Betwixt, the story of you, a playable, immersive tale of self-discovery with evolving generative art sculpted by your choices. We got 11 quests dropping weekly with dedicated chat rooms to connect with teams and others and other holders. An animation of your evolving work of art plus still images of its final manifestation. Behind the scene access to extra resources such as self-reflection, deep dives, guided meditations, and other creative resiliency tools. If you sell your NFT, the game resets so the new owner can start their own unique journey. Your artwork will be saved into the history of NFT. And they have about 1,777, already 741 sold, current price 0.07 ETH, which is about $75. Betwixt, the story of you. Go Gala Games. Look, XRP community, we're still a minority. One day we will realize how blessed we really are, and those who have eyes to see and know what they are holding with those diamond hands. And only 2,000 XRP to be a top 10% holder and a participant of the new 1%, the new financial elites of the new financial system. With that being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, a lot of talk out there of XRP can't reach 10K, 50K, 10 bucks. But Bitcoin hit 70K, no utility, and it's super slow. They charge you outrageous fees. The technology can't scale. There's no banks trying to use it. And everywhere you go, they're talking about distributed ledger technology, interoperability, which leads to the XRP ledger 90% down. Know what you're holding. The Phoenix will rise. And when you're coming for all the money, 50K, 60K, 70K will be a drop in the bucket. When you're talking about the Google and the Amazon of the crypto space, also price predictions from Wall Street, they know what's coming, but now they're trying to shake you out because they know what you're holding. And that's why the SEC came in to try to shake things up, because they know what's coming. All roads lead to distributed ledger technology, interoperability, the bridge asset, XRP. Load up while you still have some time. Big Brad Garland House from January 4th, 2018. Over the last few months, I've spoken with actual banks and payment providers. They are indeed planning to use XRP in a serious way. This is a sampling of what I heard. We ran the costs on our end, and we see that this is 100% more efficient than what we are doing now. The XRapid pilots all went perfectly. XRapid is now bundled into on-demand liquidity. This is more efficient than our processes today. We'd like to move forward with on-demand liquidity today. We've already used Bitcoin in transactions, but the time is causing slippage and costing more to transfer. We'd like to use on-demand liquidity and XRP to help with these issues. This XRP is a much more efficient way to send money across borders than what we typically use today, especially as Bitcoin has continued to slow and become more expensive. There are plenty of small and medium-sized banks out there that are hit hard by fees. They jump at this opportunity to send money directly and bypass those fees using XRP. And now you know why Ripple is in a battle currently with the SEC. But we got the evidence, we got the technology, no upgrades needed. We're coming for that top spot despite what the media says. Don't fall for the media trickery. You really don't get how, do you?
So anybody out there that's telling you they'll know where the price of XRP will go has no idea. Absolutely zero clue. But I'll give you a tiny hint of an idea of what could happen. So XRP is it's a financial instrument of value. And that instrument is basically, the instrument's really liquidity between different other instruments like bonds, stocks, currencies, everything basically. Yeah. And the XRP is only worth the value of the things that are issued on it, because it would cost XRP to buy those things on the network and use that liquidity. Mm-hmm. So what ends up happening here is not only do you have to issue all of the equity, but you've also got to issue all of the debt. So XRP is only bound by the fiscal responsibility of the people that issue assets on it, which is obviously irresponsible. So XRP could be at $100, $100,000, $1 million. It depends on how many assets you want to issue onto the network. So if you wanted to issue, $100 trillion worth of equity, cool. That's a lot of money on the network. What happens if they want to issue another $500 million worth of debt? That also adds value to the network. So there really is a mind-blowing amount of wealth, essentially, that could basically be flowing through these networks that we can't even comprehend because of that debt question of being able to issue more and more and more value in the form of...
Keep the eye on the prize. Know what you hold. Nothing to see here.
We're in the middle of the sort of rebuilding of the financial system, and Ripple is poised to figure out where the interesting things are.
I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe. Drop a comment down below. All the OGs, drop a comment down below. And drop an elbow on that like button from the top rope. And we'll catch you up here on the mothership for the moon party. BYOB. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
Rocket ship pilots and I bought my own island. Rocket land itself while I parachute down. Killed the king, took the crown while you got spun around. Media manipulation and they got you tuned in. Shilling shit coins and they ain't mooning. All my bags busted and they all booming. You a product of the TV, you all sound sheepy. You all look sleepy. What is they feeding? Why you keep eating? It's dumbed down season and it's all nonsense. You hooked on it like phonics. I be getting bags all day, to be honest. I don't got no time to be dealing with no nonsense. I be in my rocket bags, I'm staying on it. I'm locked in. And you